Hey, my name is Nate, but you can call me Sai, and welcome. And for those returning, I see you, boo.
Today, I have some exciting news to share about the upcoming inZOI update happening at the end of this month, March the 26th. With that being said, there are some developmental setbacks, and I'll post here. Although the engine update and UI improvements are being delayed, they're still marching forward with the update as planned, thankfully. Personally, I'm not too upset with the delay. A better optimized gaming experience beats a rushed and buggy one. It gets really heated up in the Discord. Trust me, I be in there. It gets spicy. But with that being said, let's just get right into the video that he posted.
Hello everyone! With another week closer to our anniversary update, we have many developments again to share with you all, so let's get right into it. A big change is that you can drive cars that are located all around the city, even if it's not yours. For those who may not know, this is not a good thing to do, and doing so puts you at risk of getting arrested. Not that I condone it, but I'm simply sharing that there are many vehicles located in each city for you to try out this new feature. While not as blockbuster, we made a tricycle that kids can ride around the city. We're working on a notification tab that records significant and not so significant occurrences of your ZOI. We made a functional movie screen to use in renovating the current cinemas located in each city. We're also making a popcorn machine to complete the experience. In busy slots, you can place a tip jar for your customers to freely express their satisfaction of your service. Once the jar is full, you can be a good boss and divide up the earnings with your employees, but you can also choose to selfishly keep all the extra earnings to yourself. For careers, we created a social event to conduct job interviews where you have to prove your worth to your potential employer. If you have a job but have to work late, you can do overtime at home, alone, in the dark, with no end. We added new properties for careers and businesses. We also made some simple but necessary additions like drinking tea, eating on low tables, and sleeping on low beds. Some players mentioned that farming each block of land was too tedious, so we expanded the range where you can seed and water your plants. We've not yet got it to where you can work the entire lot with just a single button, but let me know in the comments if that's something you really need. Another quality of life feature is where you can instantly activate newly downloaded mods without restarting the game. Last but not least is our graphical enhancements, where we improved the render for lower preset characters and adjusted the lighting to reduce some of the yellowing issues for higher presets. What did you think of this week's developments? I'm excited as always to read your comments and find out how we can improve the game for another week. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I'll see you all in my reply next week. Bye bye.
So, my first things first for this is obviously the very first thing that he showed, which was the stealing of the cars. That is so GTA coded. I don't know what to do. I giggled when I first saw this and was like, oh my goodness, they're turning this game more and more into GTA by the day. Not that necessarily is a bad thing. It gives us more of that chaos, that wackiness that you kind of get from older games and stuff. And I am here for it. I also like that they're giving the kids tricycles. People have called out they wanted this in the when they showed bicycles being used, and they were like, "Give us kids with bicycles," and they did that. So I am also glad that they are, again, taking more feedback and applying said feedback. Okay, can anyone just say this child look as if she is running away, as if she stole that tricycle? Like, could you imagine that your kids still go around the city and just like see a random tricycle and just steal it? Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. Oh my goodness, but she looks as if she just stole that thing. Granted, it's not painted in because again, it's a test build and they're testing it out. But it is so funny because she looks worried. Oh my goodness, she's such an adorable kid. But yeah, I would not want my kids doing what she's doing right here though. It's just cycling through the city. Another feature that I'm really excited about is this one, where you basically, where he said you basically gonna have like notifications where they're not gonna be in your face, but they're like on the side. but they will pop up more often so you can see what's happening with your Zoids. In one particular case, is like if, for instance, if your Zoid buys something, which you're going to see in the next scene here, is the elder Zoid buys something and it pops up. But I do like that they are having it where we're getting more notified about certain things happening around our Zoids and around our city with this notification thing. From what I'm seeing right here, I feel like these are like certain things that happen specifically like to Zoids like that you have a romance with or family with. This one's more like with friends. This is more for looking for information. But this is, again, I don't know this. This is just my speculation. And this one seems like more like a group chat looking thing, or like something that you see like because the in-game social media app is called Bubbly, and I wonder if this is attached to that. But we're gonna scoot on through. The next thing I wanted to bring up was this. This is for the cinemas. They did tease these back in before December, but they didn't have them functioning. So hopefully that we're getting functioning cinemas now, which would be really great. Let's look into, yeah, so this is going to be like the movie screen for it. So I like that. And it looks crisp. Okay, again, a real quick pause. That's crispy. That's not digital looking like how the TVs look right now. I wonder, are we getting like an update to even how our TV screens look? Because right now, like even on the best looking TVs, the screens are pretty blurry. Like I would understand like on an analog TV or something like that, or like the really retro looking TVs that the picture quality wouldn't be great, but not on my HD or HD, whatever you want to call it, flat screen, So this is a good sign for me, in my opinion. The reason why this looks as good as it does is I think they fixed that issue. But I mean, I don't know. Again, this is my speculation, but it would be great if that was, true and not just a speculation. The popcorn machine is so cute. I do like this too as well. The tipping system that they're going to add to businesses, and being able to split the tips or keep them for yourself. Like that's just so realistic. So definitely excited for that part of the gameplay. This right here, the interview portion, I am very excited for this. And it feels like it could be possibly for live action jobs or rabbit holes. I don't know, but because they're only showing us that you can go to this interview. But if it is for both, it would be nice, because some people, again, don't want to have live careers for their Zoids. They just want them to go in, come back home, and do other things with them. And I completely understand that. So if this is for both, that would be really great, because then it'll give them some kind of way to be immersed in what they're doing with their Zoids without actually having to watch their Zoid go around doing tasks during their job. And hopefully, I did see in the Discord that people were saying, make sure that this is not 100% success and that you will fail if you don't have the requirement, which makes sense. Now, this part right here was so funny. Alone in the dark with no end sniffs. And I feel like that is him letting us know that interactions are going to be much longer. Because, okay, you saw that, right? Let me go back real quick. You see this, right? The interaction. Look how slow that's taking. I hope that means that we're getting longer interactions for animations outside of just, this one and a few other ones that they have that are kind of long. Like, I know for a fact the longest one I know is the tanning one. Like when you're putting tanning lotion on your Zoid is literally taking well over too long to be putting on tanning lotion. And you got some actions that just go whoop, just like that. And so I hope that they're, again, adding more interaction depth and length. Now, here are the careers and businesses buildings that they have put over the city. I am very excited about these. This, I'm assuming, is in Do 1. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. This right here, this kind of looks like a lab, like for a hospital, or like a laboratory for like a science building. It kind of looks like that, right? This is what that's giving me right now. Ooh, this is a boardroom meeting. Okay, very, very corporate. That is funny. They have work benches in here for some reason. Oh, okay. Oh, it's goes so fast. So long. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, you have stop there. Jeez. Ugh. Anyway, this right here shows that this is in Chihaya, and that these used to be buildings where you couldn't go into, and they were tarped off, and now they show them fully open. This one looks like a boutique. Did I say that right? Boutique. And this one right here seems like either a restaurant or a convenience store, which is like really nice. And again, up here with like a not convenience store, but like a I don't know why I'm saying so much, but like a clothing store or like a souvenir store. That's what this one's kind of giving. And over here it seems like a conservation place for like turtles and the fish, because there is a job that you can have in Chihaya. And if they give that more depth, would be great, because right now it's just a rabbit hole career. Let's see. And then this one right here looks like a restaurant. That's very cute, very nautical. And this is another picture for this shop right here. Let's go to the next slide. Oh, and if I could just click it without double clicking. Okay, this one also was tarped off in Chihaya, and they're showing it right here. This right here is a salon, 100% a salon. And I'm so glad they finally put salons in the game, because they had these chairs ever since Chihaya, these barber salon chairs right here. And so if we're being able to actually do hair in the game, I am happy. You hear me? Like, I wonder if it's going to even be a skill like that. That get me going. This one right here is also a salon, and this one is in Bliss Bay. That is so nice and so fan. I definitely can't wait to like just go in and probably just fix it up the way I would like to do it, based off of the salons where I live. That would be very interesting, because we have some of these kind of like fancy like salons, but they got a very country-ish vibe to them that I really do like. They're really nice. And then some of the ones that are more Ebonics centric got a little mix of all of that, and then so I just really like that. Like this. Continue. Ooh, we're finally getting the tea set. They finally was able. So for those who didn't know, we were teased this tea set back in January/February, but they did not give it with the February update, because I'm assuming that they weren't able to complete like the animations and stuff for it then. But now we're getting it now in March, so you know, all is forgiven. It looks really nice. Wait, this sip of tea and sitting on the floor and eating. I didn't know we were gonna get that, but that's nice. And we also were promised these beds as well, these futons. And so now we're finally getting these. So I'm excited about that. I can finally have a real rags to riches where you're struggling in a small apartment. This right here for the farming, freaking godsend. Thank you, Kejun. Oh my goodness, thank you. Okay, I just let you guys know that I do play this game off my off time, other than just giving you news and for playing my Baby Boom Challenge. But in one of my playthroughs, I play as a farmer, and she has like a huge farm. However, it is so hard for her to keep up with all of it, and sometimes she gets really bad produce and stuff like that, because she's not able to get to her produce all the time, because like her whole day is taken up by fixing on her garden, weeding it, all of that. And she does have a spouse now, but even with both of them, it takes them the entire day just to get through half of her field. So them having this W, complete and utter W, as well as keep up with everything with the maintenance and everything like that, and then worrying about tsunamis and stuff hitting the place and wrecking all over my hard work, which it happened once. And to say that I was pissed, I was very pissed. But yeah, I'm so glad that they are listening to the feedback about farming. I did not post about it though, because again, I was like so done with it at that point. And I was like, if they fix it, they fix it. And so they're fixing it, because people were on the forums talking about it. And so now they're fixing it. W, Kejun, and Team. And this one's for mods, like if you want to, you know, download mods while you're playing the game. I feel like that's pretty handy for people who want to just do that. This is some graphical upgrades. Like, it's not the big one we were supposed to be getting along with the engine update. However, it still looks good, and so it still gives those who are on lower settings a chance to still have a nice game without your characters looking like they're from The Grudge. So this is definitely an improvement over her looking as if she's about to snatch her soul. So W again, Kejun and Team, for listening to feedback. Same for higher end settings with the yellow lighting. But yeah, this was really good. I am so glad that they are stepping back, listening to feedback concerning optimization, bug fixes, core gameplay features. Just listen to all of that and taking a step back rather than continuing on and just throwing it out there and say, well, you know, good luck. They're actually taking the time, pulling things back and just fixing it up, making sure that it looks good and feels good when we get it into our hands. At the end of this month, it will be a year since inZOI been out. But anyway, that's going to be enough for me today, guys. I thank you all for staying to the very end of the video, and you know, if you're really feeling generous, leave a like and a sub for your girl and a comment. Yes, leave comments, because I like to read you guys' comments and understand what you're coming from, what you may not understand about the game, or if you're even interested in the game. You know, again, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.